Hey guys, so here is your how-to guide to using long multiplication. Okay guys, so with long multiplication, we use this method when we're multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers, and sometimes bigger. We need to make sure we're laying out our maths nice and clearly, and as you can see, we've laid it nice and clearly on top of each other with the columns in the right places and our lines separated. Give yourself quite a bit of space between each of your line because you're going to have to write quite a few numbers in there. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to multiply 83 by 1, and then we're going to multiply 83 by 30. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't mastered short multiplication yet, don't attempt this until you feel that you have mastered short multiplication, and then come back and give this a crack. If you're feeling good with short multiplication, let's carry on. Okay, so next step. All we need to do is multiply the 1 on the bottom line by the 3 on the top line. And so we do 1 times 3, which gives us 3, and we place that underneath. Okay, next step, we do the 1 again, but this time we're multiplying by the 8. So 1 times 8 gives us 8, and we place that next to our previous number 3. Okay guys, well done. That's your first step of your long multiplication method complete. So we've done 83 times 1. Now we're going to work out 83 times 30. Now because we're doing 83 times 30, we mustn't forget to add the 0 in underneath there. Okay? It's really important. If we don't add that 0 in, we will always get our long multiplication questions wrong. So in the second column, when you're timesing the tens column by the top number, then you must always remember to put that 0 underneath. Okay, here's your next step. So we are multiplying the 3 on the bottom line by the 3 on the top line. So 3 times 3, which gives us 9. And that 9 is placed down there next to our 0. And we're getting close to the end. So now we need to multiply the 3 on the bottom line by the 8. So 8 times 3, which gives us 24. Now we don't have any other multiplications to do, so we just write 24 in next to our 9 and 0 like so. And we've almost made it. So one more step for this long multiplication question. We add up both of those numbers that we've just calculated. So we put them next to each other like so, and we have 3 add 0, which gives us 3. 8 add 9, which gives us 17. So we place the 7 in and carry our 1 over for our next addition part. And we do 4 add the 1 we carried over, which gives us 5. And there's 2 on its own, so 2 goes in there, which means that 83 times 31 equals 2,573. Okay, well done guys, that's the first example complete. We're going to try a different example. So I would like you to write out the question on a piece of paper or something nearby and follow the step by step as we go. We're multiplying 71 by 15 this time. So first of all, we're going to practice multiplying 71 by 5, and then we're going to multiply 71 by 10. And then obviously, we squeeze them back together. So we've laid out our question, so we're now on to step 1. So we're multiplying the 5 on the bottom line by the 1 on the top line, and we put the answer into there. So 5 times 1 gives us 5. Okay, next step. So we're multiplying the 5 on the bottom line by the 7 on the top line. Now that gives us 35. 7 times 5 is 35. Now, because there's nothing left to multiply on this line, we just write in the number straight away like I've done there. Well done so far, guys. Next, we need to work out the next part of our equation. So before we do anything else, we need to put the 0 into the second row like I've done there. Now, that's because, remember, we're multiplying 71 by 10 this time, so we're multiplying by 10. So we need the 0 in there to make sure we don't get it wrong. Never forget it. Okay, next step. So now we're multiplying the 1 from the bottom line with the 1 from the top line. So 1 times 1 gives us 1, and that goes down there next to the 0. Okay, so step 6, we multiply 1 on the bottom line by 7 on the top line and place in our answer. So 7 times 1 equals 7, and so that goes next to the 1. And to complete our long multiplication example 2, we add our two numbers that we've worked out together. So we need to work out 355 add 710. So we do 5 and 0 gives us 5, 5 and 1 gives us 6. 3 and 7 gives us 10, so we put the 0 in, carry the 1 over, and then there's only the carried over 1 left to add, so we put the 1 back in. And the answer to 71 times 15 is 1065. Now guys, I do appreciate there is a lot of steps to long multiplication, especially when you're first learning it. The only way you're going to remember those steps is by practicing it lots and lots. So ask someone at home to make similar sized questions. Don't go any bigger than 2-digit numbers times by 2-digit numbers. And just keep going with those before you make it any harder. Make sure you've really mastered 2 digits times 2 digits. If you're finding long multiplication really tricky, watch the film again and see how you get on. And just take it one step at a time. You won't master it overnight, you just got to put lots of practice in. Good luck!